So here we are, forced to shut down, but after watching this, I hope you have a better appreciation of the effort and the sacrifice that we all made to make this a reality up to this point. Um, think of it as there's a storm and it's still out there and we're in the bunker and we can't come out just yet. It's too risky at this point in time. However, what if I told you that there might be a way to bring Jiu-Jitsu into our lives that is almost guaranteed free from the virus? Um, Here's a video of me fishing with my dad a while ago, and he can't hear much, and we're in this beautiful lake where I like to go and fish and hunt, and he he can't hear, so we don't talk much, so I get plenty of time to think. And he's sitting here and enjoying this beauty of lakes in that area, and I'm thinking, I miss jiu-jitsu. I want it in my life, but I can't risk it. I have old parents. I have pregnant wife. Um, she's got older parents, and I can't risk their lives. But I do want to bring jiu-jitsu back into my life. So if I could assume that the virus is going to be around for a while, how can I organize it so that we can still train and be safe from the virus? And at first I thought maybe we could, go to a resort and get all tested before we leave. But once you get there, you can pick it up. And it just, I started thinking, well, why don't I invite a handful of people to my favorite camping spot and require that everybody gets tested before we leave, and everybody goes into self-isolation until they get the result and until we leave for the camping trip. So maybe 3 or 4 days before. I might even require, actually I will require that they send me their location at random every day, multiple times a day, so that I know that, you're not risking it and going out after you get tested and while you're waiting for the result. But let's say 15 people, we all get tested, we all get show that we're negative for COVID, and we all go there, say Friday night, and then Saturday morning I can teach a seminar, fundamentals. In the evening I can teach more advanced seminars. People can, we can set up mats and train. This is the lake. It has 0 cottages on it, no cottages. It's wilderness. It's not a park. It's a crown land, and it's my dad. And camping is allowed for free. I've been there many times, and he does that all the time. This is not his first time. So we could perhaps set up mats and train. You bring your camping gear, but you're not allowed to leave. So while we're there, we know that we're negative and we can train safely. And then we can stay there for a couple of days or a weekend and then come back and maybe do it once a month. If you prefer a more of a wilderness type of camping spot instead of being open near the beach, there's just trails and locations all around that lake. It's gorgeous and it's beautiful. Yeah. For starters, I'm not trying to, it's all going to be free. There's no charge for it. I'm not trying to make, get rich off of it. I want to see if there's any demand, but I want to put a limit on it. There's only going to be 15 people that are allowed to come. I want to have 5 black belts, 5 color belts, and 5 white belts. And the white belts spaces are going to be reserved for my students that would like to go. It's going to happen on Saturday and Sunday, was that? September 5th, Saturday, September 5th, and Sunday, September 6th. So we're leaving on Friday evening, camping out, and then we're training Saturday, training Sunday. There's a beach nearby, short drive from that lake. This is conservation area, but I'm sure we can set up on the beach if we want to. But there's a beach on that other lake as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful beach. It's not too far from that camping location. The drive, this location, the beach and the campsite and the place where we're gonna train is only 3 hour drive. So you would have to get your own transportation there. I'll set up mats and everything. You could perhaps borrow my hunting cabin or ice fishing shack right in the background. You can see it right there if you're afraid to camp in the tent. So in any case, this will happen, and there's still room available. I have a couple of black belts that are definitely going. I have some color belts that are going. At the moment, I have no white belts that said that they're going to go. So contact me. You have a phone number on our website and an email, or send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, or anything if you want to go, and then I'll make a decision who goes. It's not a first come first serve type of thing. I would prefer that people, my students and friends who know each other will sort of organize a group that we can safely go and test it out. And maybe in the future, we can, if there's interest, we can expand this trip and maybe invite instructors from other academies to run seminars. But the requirement is that we can't, go to an academy and then go home and train at each other's houses and then come back and hope that it's safe. They just recently released that 6 foot indoors is nowhere near enough. It can go up to 26 feet. It's an old science now, the 6 foot distancing part. So outdoors, think of it as, those like kids bubbles, like from detergent stuff that you like blow and go. Like think of it like that. When you're outside, any kind of wind just blows it away, and it's a plume that's small and it's not easy to contaminate one another. But indoors, it's a problem. But even outdoors, you're not safe. Yeah, you might be training with small groups and you're outdoors and you're decreasing your chances, but you don't know for sure. If we all get tested before we leave, and it doesn't take much, you just go in a drive-through and like takes 5 seconds. If you can't handle that, then you don't really like jiu-jitsu that much. But if you all get tested and a few days before, and we get results and we're all negative, and we go into self-isolation before we leave, then we can stay safe for sure and train and roll and have fun.